Alright, this is Proyect XD versus House of Chez, Game 2 on Cursed Hollow. I'm playing Thrall, Death of Icarus on ETC, Peace on Stukov, Mariners on Arthas,
10 seconds.
Flash on Junkrat.
5, 4,
ADN Lucio,
3, 2,
Aviato on Greymane.
Well, what are you waiting for?
CG on Roy, Diablo. They got a Dahaka, Icarus, and the Hanzo again, Apocalypse. Tychus is junk. See, they decided that they were just gonna go ahead and try and get an early soak lead on us. So they've got Dahaka and Greymane laning while they're just sort of defending mid. I'm mainly staying here to try and get stacks on my quest. And Junkrat's getting poke damage.
Oh, this bomb's for you!
So something I noticed in this game is that while I really like pushing with this early, it means that we can't time this camp with when this tribute spawns. So I mean, we pushed them back a little bit. We got a little bit of an XP lead, and we got a tower out of it. So I mean, it's not terrible, and it gives us good momentum. Unfortunately, Hanzo had already gotten this bottom camp. So Greymane's already up here trying to get this camp.
Heroes.
So see,
Gather tribute.
I'm not sure which timing I like better. My trick here too is that he had to go back because of how much HP he lost. So that means both him and Diablo will be a little late on stacking for this curse. And we're already here.
The hunter lays a trap for his prey.
And see, we were able to lock down that Dahaka with so much CC that they weren't able to channel at all, which meant we didn't have to worry about this even touching our walls before we could come and clean it. But if that fight had gone on for much longer, this would have eventually started hitting our walls.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute to this town?
See, this ends up being a little bit of a trade too, because we're messing around trying to clean this camp. We're going to be late to this tribute this time.
This bomb's for you! There we go.
team draws first blood.
First blood. Almost 5 minutes in. Yeah, that Grave Main dove hard on the Arthas there. Let's see, their Diablo's already chunked.
Hero slain.
Here we go. You'll like this one.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
See, now the Haka's not here, and we're gonna be late, but we also have this camp that we have to worry about.
You'll like this one.
And they're able to get a little bit of poke set up here. I don't know if I was on cooldown, but Thrall should have thrown out a lightning earlier. Easy double kill there, but unfortunately we never stopped the channel. It's not too big of a deal though, because we ended up coming out ahead. 3-for-1 trade here for our curse. That seems good. Plus we'll get a boss out of it, because they can't really do anything about the boss with just Hanzo down here.
Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
That gives us curse,
upon you.
but like we're already having to go back here and clean. And the Haka's doing his thing, because even despite it all, they had actually hit 12 first, so that's probably because of this guy getting this wall.
Oh, just leave this here.
That was dangerous.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Alright, this is just chunking away. There's just too much pressure on all the lanes for them to keep up with right now.
Let the curse end.
See, at this point I was going, you know, they're probably gonna go boss because they were already showing up here to see. And then we came up here to help Arthas. Stage dive, earthquake, face melt. Two of us dodged the APOC. Junkrat ult. That displacement on that gray main was killer.
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
See, now we were debating going boss here, but it just felt like a risky move. Obviously, we didn't know what they were doing, and it looks like they were anticipating a boss call, so they were trying to party bush here. And they make the decision to go ahead and take their boss. We're over here getting our camp. And it was right around this point that the call was made for ETC to just go ahead and stage dive boss.
I grow tired of your pace swallowing. Gather tribute. Earn my favor. Hero slain. Hero slain.
The earthquake was late because I was isolated by the HOC.
Hero slain.
Double root on the Hanzo.
Slain.
And I wanted this kill. I was.
Hero slain.
But the important thing is he died. And this is where Thrall did a stupid and got flipped over the gate, but his buddies kept him alive.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
And then knowing that this wasn't going to be a win, we back out.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
And this camp isn't really going to get much value. All it really ends up being is we denied them the XP from taking it themselves. I'm assuming Gridman, yeah. Yeah, he goes over here to get this camp started. When in doubt, go for boss. Well, that was because there was a pause. We made the call to go out of boss because we noticed that they were coming in. So it was a smart idea to back off a boss there. And I guess at this point they decided that because... What were they doing? Ah, they were trying to go for the party bush thing.
Which one is this? Hero slain. Hero slain. Hero slain.
Yeah. So it seemed like for that team fight, with them trying to party bush here, when Diablo pushed all the way out to here, he split himself off completely from his group, and we were able to start to isolate him. So when they walked in, they basically just walked in into an earthquake trap.
And now you shall fall.
And with their main tank already hurt at that point, it's difficult for them to do a meaningful engage on us. That Greymane was playing pretty aggressively, and he would definitely chunk us down pretty good. Like, there were a couple times I thought he was going to get me. But, the sustain just wasn't there to back him up because we were always levels ahead.
Your team has destroyed the fort. Hero slain.
That is game 2. The end.